Hey everybody, welcome back to an episode of The 3 Count. We are the 3 Count Mafia. I am Mr. Second Place in Predictions, War Machine MJ, and I am joined with the 3rd place predictions champion, Mainstream Malcolm, who is just wants to sit on the couch and read his magazine. And we're here today to run down, well, WWE's week of programming. Let's go and get started with, well, fuck that pen. Let's go ahead and get started with Monday Night Raw, shall we? We kicked off the show with Roman Reigns. You know, he came in, cut a promo saying, "Oh, I'm going to win at SummerSlam. And when Brock Lesnar goes to the UFC, he's going to be Roman Reigns' bitch." I mean, yeah, but can you actually do it? Anyway, Paul Heyman came out there and said, "Oh, blah, 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 Brock Lesnar, blah, blah, blah. He's going to be dual champion, blah, blah, blah." And we found out later that Brock Lesnar was at Raw, but just refused to come out of his private dressing room. You know, even though Kurt Angle gave Paul Heyman the ultimatum and said, "If Brock Lesnar doesn't show, you're fired. You're fired." Anyway, the next big story beat was Alicia Fox, accompanied by Alexa Bliss, defeated Natalya. You know, she won because Alexa Bliss got in a cheap shot. And then after the match, Ronda Rousey destroyed Alicia Fox and Alexa Bliss. So, yeah, there we go. Next big story beat was Jinder Mahal defeated Braun Strowman via countout, because Kevin Owens distracted Braun Strowman by stealing the briefcase. And Braun Strowman chased him off. So by the time he finally realized that Kevin Owens was gone, he got counted out. And then finally, Brock Lesnar showed up at the end of the show. He stared down Kurt Angle and said, "Hey, you got a problem with me?" And then he F5'd him. You know, sized up Baron Corbin, said, "Hey, you got a problem with me?" And Baron Corbin wisely got the fuck out of there. And then Brock just basically grabbed a hold of Heyman's face, shoved him down to the ground, put his knee on his chest, which I don't think you should do that. Heyman doesn't look like he's in the best shape of his life. And before all that got sent off, Roman Reigns got escorted out of the building per Stephanie McMahon orders. Of course, Baron Corbin mouthed off to Roman Reigns, and Reigns just popped him one. Anyway, that's all for Monday Night Raw, and you know, anytime you wanna jump in, Mainstream. Fine, read this magazine. Next, we move on to SmackDown, and the show kicked off with the lovely and always charming Becky Lynch. Oh, love Becky Lynch. Anyway, she cut a promo saying, "Oh, it's been a long time since I've been, you know, SmackDown champion. You know, coming up short time and time again. You know, all that." Then Carmella came out and cut her own promo, and it was really captivating. She basically talked about how people think that she doesn't deserve to be champion. She would never made it. People telling her that she sucks. All that. Really emotional. Then James Ellsworth's music hits, and Becky was distracted for Carmella to lay into her, just beat her down, beat her up. Charlotte came back and basically chased off Carmella. And then there was a match set up for later on where if Carmella lost to Charlotte, there would be a triple threat at SummerSlam. The next big story beat was The Bar defeated the Usos to move on in the SmackDown Tag Team Tourney. The New Day was at ringside, with their own commentary table calling the match, which, why couldn't we got New Day all the time during that match instead of like part of the time? Next big story beat was Samoa Joe, making a statement to AJ Styles where he basically called him, he's like, oh, I respect you, I respect the championship, and I respect the fact that you put the champion before your family, just basically saying, oh, you're a bad husband, bad father, and your family's rooting for me to beat you at SummerSlam so they can see their daddy. It's kind of a low blow promo if you ask me. But it's Samoa Joe. He's the best at promos. Next up, Jeff Hardy calling out Randy Orton. Telling him, oh, I'm going to beat the hell out of you. And then Shinsuke came out there, as Orton was making his way down there. Shinsuke beat up on Jeff Hardy. Was going to deliver the Kinshasa, but Randy said, no, wait. Okay, now. So he delivered the Kinshasa. Randy Orton sized him up and said, go on. Shinsuke, happy to oblige, left with a smile on his face. And then Randy Orton attempted to erase Jeff Hardy, ripped off his merch, washed off his face paint, and just erased him. Next up, Zelina Vega made her in-ring debut as she defeated Lana. Just to sum up this match, it was a nice back-and-forth match. Lana was going to go to the top rope to finish off Zelina Vega. Andrade Almas, who's at ringside, distracted her. Aiden English tore off down there. Pulled Almas off the ring, off the apron. And Lana was distracted by that for Zelina Vega to seize the victory. So, again, there's trouble in Rusev Day. Again. Next big story beat was Miz versus Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam has been confirmed. Followed by Miz basically calling Daniel Bryan a little baby. And the final story beat of SmackDown was Charlotte defeating Carmel to make it a triple threat at SummerSlam, and Becky Lynch does not look too pleased, even though Charlotte is her best friend. Now we're going to move on to the last story beat, or the last part of this video, and you want to stand up and say a couple lines. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is your time. Come on. Come on.
No.
Come on.
You're pissing me off. Now give me a steak. Mean where? Steamed broccoli.
Yeah, you'll get your steak. Anyway, next up.
I'm sorry.
We're just gonna roll with this. This whole thing has been just a shot at Brock Lesnar on Monday Night Raw. So.
Yeah, I could have done better, but it's alright.
But you're not an asshole.
Yeah, I can't be an asshole. I mean, I can be, but sometimes I'm just not like that.
Until we force you to play Black Ops Zombies.
Oh God, no.
We're not doing that again. Anyway, we move on to 205 Live in NXT. Let's go and start with 205 Live. Kalisto defeated Tony Nese. It was a pretty good match. Towards the end of the match, Buddy Murphy came out there and he's basically, he's doing the bullying thing. Kalisto's trying to get out of the, get to the back, and Buddy Murphy's just in his way. Like, no, you pay attention to me now. Kalisto tries to juke, and it's god awful. When he tries to juke Buddy gets a hand on him and shoves him backwards. He's about to start, tearing into him, and then Lince Dorado with a cheap shot tags Murphy, distracts him, and then both he and Kalisto just super kick him. So yeah. Then Cedric Alexander defeated Brian Kendrick. And they had a contract signed between Kendrick and Gulak. So, yeah, that's all for 205 Live. NXT, however, was really good. Started the show off. Heavy Machinery defeated the Mighty due to the Street Profits distracting the Mighty. Then had Mustache Mountain, after they got done squashing Enhancement Talents, declared they will take back their titles from the Undisputed Era at TakeOver Brooklyn 4. Later on in the show, they would be stopped by War Raiders, and they said, it doesn't matter if it's you or the Era, we're taking those titles. Next was EC3, the top 1%, beating that Hiromu Takahashi bootleg Kona Reeves. The finest. Yeah. Back to the drawing board. Let's not get another 80s movie villain. Anyway, during the match, the Velveteen Dream came out there and invited EC3 into his experience. So yeah, next week we're going to have a summit between the two. Next was Shayna Baszler taking on Candice LeRae, after a heated argument between the two. Shayna won. It was a really good match. After she won, she went back to Candice LeRae, put in another sleeper, and then in came Kairi Sane, who wanted a piece of Shayna Baszler before their takeover match. That match is going to be really good. And finally, the new NXT champion, Tommaso Ciampa, comes out there and basically rubs everyone's nose in the belt. Or rubs his belt in everyone's face, pretty much. Then Aleister Black starts death marching his way to the ring, only for Johnny Gargano to just zip past him and just lay into Ciampa. He lays into Ciampa, drives him off, grabs the microphone, and starts screaming, "You're only champion because of me. I made you champion." And then Gargano turns around and he eats a black mass. And Aleister Black just basically said, "Yeah, you're right. He's only champion because of you." And what was really surprising was the fans were chanting, "You deserve it, and one more time." So
did he black mass Gargano?
Yeah, he black masked Gargano.
Oh.
Because Gargano cost him last week.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Get bastard.
What you get. And that's it for WWE's week of programming. Let's go ahead and close out the show. I am the second place champion, War Machine MJ. This is mainstream Malcolm, who is not a complete asshole.
Yeah. I know I both say I don't watch the show, but I do, actually.
He does watch the show, Paul.
Yeah, I do.
He does watch the show. Wait, what show do you watch?
Raw, SmackDown, Lucha Underground, pretty much.
I was about to say, don't lie through your teeth and say you watch 205 and NXT.
No, I don't.
You fucking liar. You need to watch those.
I know I need to.
Especially for Leo Rush.
I know.
Oh, what's hilarious is when he talks, he sounds like Christopher Walken. I am the man of the hour.
Oh my God.
Now I'm going to take this watch and shove it up my butthole. But yeah, that's the weekend review for WWE programming. We may add Lucha Underground and Impact, since I watch Impact. May add it to the 3 count, who knows. Impact's actually pretty good.
It's good now, because
Don Callis is in charge.
Yeah, there we go, Don Callis.
Yeah. Although I'm still not too keen on that Scarlett Bordeaux lady.
Damn.
Like, she had a promo this week, and I left the TV on mute. I didn't feel like hearing from her.
What's she even? Oh, well, you said you muted her, so.
Like, last week's promo, I was just like, I'm so done with this character. Already DOA for me. Because she wants to make wrestling sexy again. We just got through those dark ages. My God. We just got through those dark ages. We don't need that.
Oh my God.
We don't need the misogynistic version of women's wrestling. Women's wrestling is good where it's at.
Good Lord, you might as well go to porn and be doing all that shit.
You might as well boot up the WWE Network. Let's watch a mud wrestling match. Or a bra and panties match. Or an evening gown match.
That was actually...
Yes, they had that at WrestleMania 20, I think.
Yeah, the evening gown.
Yeah, the evening gown match.
Cause I know the other two. I've seen the other two type matches before. I didn't know it was. I just didn't know it was an evening gown match.
Yeah.
For some reason.
It was one of the WrestleManias. I can't remember. But they had an evening gown match.
What the fuck?
It was stupid. Like I said, we just got out of those dark ages. Let's not go back there again.
Because that's stupid.
Yes. Especially when you got, like, fantastically phenomenal female athletes. Say that 10 times fast.
I can't because I'm not going to even do that.
Exactly. It just came off the top of my head. We got fantastic female athletes out there now. We don't need to demean them like that. I mean, good God, you got intergender matches going on in the indie circuit.
Yeah.
I mean, who could forget the world's cutest tag team?
Joe Ryan and
Candice LeRae.
Right.
Yeah, Wifey Gargano.
Mm-hmm.
Or Candice Wrestling.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, let's not go to those dark ages again.
Let's not do that.
Please. Anyway, yeah, you know us. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. I forget our Twitter handle.
I forget it too.
You don't even know the Twitter handle.
I don't know.
But follow us on Facebook. Subscribe here on YouTube.
I didn't know we had one.
We have one.
Oh.
Man, it's like the 21st century. If you're not on Twitter, something's wrong with you.
I have Twitter, yeah.
I mean, we got to be on Twitter.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised that the Wonder Shot Facebook page hasn't been deleted yet.
Oh, yeah, of course not.
I mean, we just got another like on our Wonder Shot Facebook.
I saw that. It's some woman.
Someone from like
India or something?
I don't know. It was funky writing, so I was just like, what?
I think it was from like one of the Arabic countries in the Middle East, I believe.
I didn't want to click on it because I was worried that it could be a fake account that's all spammy and shit.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, on my personal Yahoo account, or my personal Yahoo email, I'm getting like all these Arabic emails. I'm just like, what the fuck did I sign up with to get these emails? No.
That could be ISIS trying to recruit you for some reason.
Probably to be their PR guy.
I mean, even though they're pretty much almost dead anyway, or pretty much dead altogether.
Yeah, they're underground, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Because they've been quiet as of late.
Yeah, they've been destroyed by America and pretty much everybody else, so...
Yeah.
They gotta be on the ground doing some bullshit.
Yeah. So, anyway. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to this channel so you can, keep up with our programming, 3 Count, which is still our new programming. Our bread and butter, paper preview and paper review. In fact, tell us what you think of this show. Is it too fast? Is it too long? Is it not enough? Or is it too much? Let us know. Anyway, I am War Machine MJ. That's Mainstream Malcolm. And we will see you guys next time.